The brutal reality is that the Gaza genocide has only been possible because the USA enabled, authorized, and facilitated the entire operation. And that's because Israel is a colonial project of the USA. The quote-unquote war in Gaza is a proxy war if ever there was one. The USA provides the weapons, the munitions, and the political cover required for Israel to carry out these heinous acts against the people of Palestine, and that's been the case for decades. The moment the USA stops supporting Israel is the moment Israel collapses. That's just an unavoidable truth. On an objective material basis, on the basis of funding and military support and geopolitical enablement, the USA is the power behind the throne of Israel. If the USA weren't calling the shots, then Israel wouldn't be able to take them.
Reports in the US media say President Trump's administration is seeking approval from lawmakers in Congress to sell Israel around $6 billion worth of military equipment.
But this story, the true story, isn't something the ruling class wants told, and so they build a complicated narrative through framing and through doctrinal language and through misdirection. In this fable, concocted by the corporate media at the behest of the ruling class, the USA is little more than a helpless ally, just doing its best to navigate a difficult situation over which it has little control. I mean, golly gosh, Trump's just a little guy. What's he supposed to do about mean old Israel? The USA's just a small bean. The USA can't stop Israel from dropping USA-supplied bombs on Palestinian civilians.
We didn't do a thing wrong. I'm a very innocent man.
Of course, there's a counter-narrative that gets spread around by independent media, and of course by independent, I mean online platforms to which capitalists funnel millions upon millions of dollars through dark money investment. These alternative voices spin their own narratives in which the USA is actually a puppet of Israel, and Israel is the power behind the throne of the United States government. You know, hashed over conspiracy propaganda that's been going around for well over a century now, repackaged and warmed over to imply that Israeli lobbyists control the United States government as part of some vast Jewish conspiracy. I'm not going to pretend that pro-Israel lobbying groups don't spend a lot of money influencing American politics, but it's not just Israeli Jews lobbying for Israel. Christians United for Israel, also known as CUFI, is closely united with AIPAC and has over 10 million members across the USA. Christian Zionist organizations like CUFI are more influential than Israel itself. But you know who's even more influential than Christian Zionist organizations? The ruling class of capitalists. Most of the money that Israel receives from the US is used to buy weapons and material from American suppliers. Every time Israel drops a bomb on a Palestinian neighborhood, that's a paycheck for a USA corporation. Perhaps even more importantly, Israel serves as a geopolitical stumbling block for the entire surrounding region. United States foreign policy has long been based upon the Kissinger doctrine of triangular diplomacy. The USA sets different nations against each other to keep them weak while furthering American interests. Israel's a perfect vehicle for this kind of geopolitical subterfuge. As long as Israel exists, the surrounding nations will be inherently destabilized in countless significant ways, and this benefits American capitalists above all else.